Dear Evelyn, the question of the purpose of human life has been raised countless times. It has never yet received a satisfactory answer, and perhaps does not admit of one. This is Sigmund Freud on the meaning of life. Freud quickly moves on from this question, deeming it too big for psychological study. But not before leaving us with one more insight. One can hardly be wrong in concluding that the idea of life having a purpose stands and falls with the religious system. When people look for meaning, they often look within the stony confines of a church. After all, it is for centuries where people have found the purpose in their lives. And as Friedrich Nietzsche laments at the realization that God is dead, all meaning and purpose have died with him. But Ayer argues that religion has no more a chance of answering the question of the meaning of life than an atheistic system. This is because the traditional question of the meaning of life is meaningless. Ayer says purpose is only to be found when a person intends to bring about a particular situation that they want. So, for instance, I'm tired and I intend not to be, so I make a coffee, I take a nap. 20 minutes later, I wake up. I'm no longer tired. I have fulfilled my particular purpose in that 20-minute gap. Purpose, says Ayer, is something that we have to intend for ourselves. The difference then between a religious and atheist answer to the question of the meaning of life isn't as much as we'd previously thought. The atheist sees the universe as a brute, uncaring fact, and admits it can provide no answer to man's why questions. The religious person, on the other hand, still sees the world as a brute fact, but brought about by an omnipotent God. And God's wishes for us? Meaningless, unless we choose to accept them. You see, meaning is only found when we accept it on a personal level. So only we can be the source of the meaning in our lives. A God offering directions only makes sense if you want to accept those directions. And if you don't believe in God, then you haven't lost anything, because you are still capable of providing meaning in your own life. Ayer's saying this: meaning can only be found if one consciously desires that particular meaning in one's life. No objective source can compel you to choose a purpose. There can, therefore, be no objective purpose to your life. As Ayer writes, there is no single thing of which it can truly be said that this is the meaning of life. In other words, your life has only the meaning that you give it, informed by your society and ethical traditions. But I would argue that given our ever-expanding breadth of knowledge and choice in lifestyles, the meanings in the shop of life have become overstocked with variety. So shop well and choose a life that is tailor-made for you. For whatever you choose is not the meaning of life for the species sapiens. It's something more than that. It's the only meaning in life that is right for you. It is unique. It is yours. Sweet dreams.